because I didn't find a single review that said this. The actual overall size at a conservative, so we'll kind of put this over a little bit this way. It is. Hey YouTube, welcome to the unboxing. Sorry you got to stare at my fat ass all day, but it's hot as hell here, and I actually had to close that door most of the way because sun was getting in, but I still needed it open a little bit so that air could come through because it's hot as balls in here. So I have both doors open. Hopefully I won't get too sweaty. Anyway, I'm sure you're all here to see the new 3D printer, CR-10 S5. I'm fucking with you. That's from my shop vac. No, this is the S5. Jesus, I'm fat. There. I think I moved my table. Comes in a box that's 2 feet by 2 feet by a little over 3 feet. And that was enough for me to know that I'm in over my head. Now, truth be told, I don't even know how to open this box. I think it's in 2 different boxes because I did get this through Amazon. So I'm just going to cut open this end and see what happens. Oh boy. Alright then. It's actually super cool. It's packed in expanding foam. I hope that's all the way through, and at the same time I don't. It means I gotta take it out. I also think this might be upside down. Oh, there was more in here. Whew, that couldn't have been bad. That was in there. And, ooh, she is a little, a little banged up. Now this is used, so that's probably what it is. Box of shit to investigate later. We got the glass, which I'm going to take out now because, knowing my luck, I will break that. Jesus. How big that is. Let's take this middle piece out, see if that gets us anywhere. Okay. Let's try this guy. Alright, and the X carriage is almost free. I'm hooked on something. Oop. Oh man, come on now. Z carriage. Sorry, Jesus, look how fucking big this thing is. I'm actually going to do this just because I don't want that to break immediately. Let's see if I can. Hey, look at that. Done. Done. I'm the champion. Man, this thing is beat up. Huh. That's shitty. Probably shouldn't have bought it used, but I didn't. Nothing solving that now. What is that gonna do? Look at this little roll of, at least it's PLA, but what am I gonna do with that? Oh, here's the rest of the, okay, cool, so white PLA, which is almost a laughable amount for this printer, but I guess will be enough for a test. More of the blue fill-in that kind of fills out through the V slot, which is cool, because I thought I just didn't get any, but they gave extra, which is appreciated. USB Type B, looks like. Yeah, USB Type B. Micro B? No. B Mini? I don't know. filament sensor. I saw this in another one of the reviews. I'll focus on this a little bit later. I hope that's not the fucking spool holder. Extra Bowden tube. Looks like a full extra size Bowden tube, which is pretty cool because I know a lot of people swap out the hot ends right away, and then sometimes they can't get the Bowden tube out because it's not an all metal hot end, but we can get to that later. Oh, power cord. Oh, sweet. Standard, like, same power cord your computer has, so I have like 100 of those. That'll work out fine. Huh. Extra Bowden adapters, so it's a full extra Bowden tube. And nuts and bolts, I assume, to attach the two chunks together. Paper clips to hold the bed down. The rest of the spool holder, it looks like. Alright, this is actually kind of cool. I'm not putting it together right now. Ah! Masking tape. I use hairspray for everything, but good on you. Rack screws. There is an end stop in here. And, okay, there's only one end stop with this, which is fine. That's the same way Anchor Farm works. These are the two brackets that hold this guy up. Cool. Then there is putty knife. A USB adapter to an SD card, to a micro SD card. And the instructions, which are half Japanese and half American. English, American, whatever. And that is all that's in that box. Alright, we are up and running. Took me 30 minutes, literally 30 minutes to put it all together. Seems pretty rock solid. Just from being a used model, it's actually missing one of the two captor screws for the X-axis. And missing both. Come on now. Yep, missing both on that one. But other than that, I'm really not going to complain because everything else is there. Looks beautiful. I mean, it's absolutely massive. I literally have to zoom out. I've never had to zoom out during a review before. There we go. Yeah, it is absolutely stunning, really. It truly is beautiful. Anyway, yeah, got it up and running. I'm going to put it through its test, and then we're going to see if I can print on it. Alright, the hilariously small test print is done. It's actually not really that small. Actually turned out quite nice. Not sure how well the camera's actually picking it up, but... Oop, caught on the table. Yeah, actually is pretty nice. Alright, first impressions of this behemoth. I love the size, obviously. Actually, I'm quite surprised just how far away you can get the control box before, and it's actually your Y that kind of starts tugging first. Overall, it should fit in the enclosure I built. Positives, the dual X screws, once you get them calibrated in, they are money. That's actually the third football, and I'm hot as shit right now. Not literally, just physically. A couple of negatives. The heater cable for the print bed, it kind of gets in the way a little bit on the back. There is probably a print that kind of holds it up a little bit. Not sure. The spool holder is dog shit. I mean, it gets the job done for little guys, but I got bigger spools that won't fit on there. I already measured, so we're going to have to figure out what we're going to do there. It is going in an enclosure, so I could just like kind of mount something to the wall, which is what I might end up doing with this. I might literally just screw this to the wall. See how that works out. Other positives, the bed moves so easily. I mean, it moves better than the maker farm, which I just didn't think possible with this large of a bed. It's very quiet. The stepper motors are pretty quiet. I actually didn't even know it was done running because I was over in another area of the shop, and I just looked over and saw nothing was moving. And it was done. What else? Other than that, pretty much, standard CR-10 shit. The overall size. 1 minute. Because I didn't find a single review that said this. The actual overall size at a conservative, so we'll kind of put this over a little bit this way. It is 28 inches tall. It is 33, a little under 33 wide. With the controller box, you can buy extensions and move this further away or close. I actually could move it closer and kind of back a little bit, but I don't want to. And now the big one, from the bed all the way back, I'm just going to add 5.5 from the back frame to all the way forward. So back frame, the bottom of the front, which is 34, so 5.5, so it's 39.5 travel span. It's a little under what I thought it was going to be, but I'm not going to complain. So that's how big your enclosure needs to be. 28 tall, 33 wide, 40 long. Let's call it 40 long. Which thankfully I made mine significantly bigger than that. So I'm going to put this thing through its paces, and I'm going to do a check-in video in about a month after I've done at least 2 24-hour prints on it. Since I'm printing the sword, Chojiro sword, which this maxes out that printer almost. And as you can see, I can print significantly bigger chunks on here, but I already have the model broken up. Just a quick size reference. If you're wondering, this is the filament sensor. I haven't put it on yet because I read a couple things online where it's finicky after getting taken off and put on a few times. And it's already a used model, so I don't want to risk that. "12 by 12 by 12 inch build frame, 19 by 19 by 19. I literally think I could put that on the heat bed of this. So take that what you will, but this thing's a mammoth. You can get it for around $950 plus shipping and taxes, of course, because the government loves us so much. To be completely honest, I bought this 2 years ago for $850 before they came out with the all metal kit. I just got this for $800. This was used though. Normally it's $950. So for $100 in 2 years, we went from this to this, and without any calibration, the print quality is better on this. So take that for what you will. This has been Prototype, signing out.